Okay. So one of the things that we became very aware of in our discussions with Dr. Holland was, and doing this analysis, was that thorough cost analysis takes time and it takes the patients to look for all of the details. Heidi and I realized pretty quickly that in an effort to think about how to deliver professional development using the funds that we had, that this was a really different question that we were being posed. Is there cost efficiency in the proposal of collaboration? There definitely is. It's contingent upon having common goals, and that's we are hopeful that this will come to pass and that we'll find additional places to have common goals to be able to increase efficiencies with or without state funding available to us. The funding opportunities didn't provide us with multi-year opportunities to increase sustainability. That's something that also we became very aware of, and so we had to limit our scope. We had to deal with the grant that was made available to us, and it just didn't provide for that. In most professional development initiatives, you assume having the opportunity to develop learning and skill set over time, and we just don't have that as much in this model. Improvements that aren't fiscal are really important, were very important to us. They weren't a part of this grant, and that was sometimes frustrating. We built in measures of effectiveness, but they weren't part of the grant. We also became very aware that those also were important things to keep track of, and it would make sense in the future for us to be able to equate them to cost effectiveness to cost savings in some way, an entirely different set of calculations and thinking about the fundings and the efficiencies as well as the effectiveness. And Dr. Hollands helped us to understand that we sometimes conflated those two ideas and that they're really separate ideas.
And I would agree with everything Anita just mentioned. I think for me that I am the curriculum director for 2 districts, and so I'm always looking for opportunities to work collaboratively, to steal a good idea from one district and bring it to another. And I had a gut feeling that working together was going to be more efficient. I believed it, but going through this process with Dr. Hollands really helped me wrap my head around the different ways that we could be more efficient, and I believe we'll be able to be more effective in the long run too, for lots of contextual reasons that we described earlier. So it was a very helpful process, all in all, and I think it pushed Anita and I just to really look at our situation from different lenses that we wouldn't have looked at it from had we not had this opportunity.